Good morning. This is Morning Thoughts episode 4, I believe. And for those of you who don't know, this is pre-recorded. This is pre-recorded in the morning when I get up. It's 4:11 and I pre-record this and then I put it like I schedule it for a time to get played. It's not live. This is not live at all. Okay. You know, I've been dreaming more lately. Has anybody else been dreaming more lately? I remember for a long time I didn't dream. Now I dream every night. Every night I dream. I, you know, I wanted to talk about, I want to talk about a couple of things, but one of the things that woke up on my mind is CERN. CERN. Like, he was like, oh, CERN is a portal. They're trying to bring up hell. Okay, they're trying to bring up hell. I I don't necessarily believe in hell. I believe in lower dimensions that is worse off than us. Because, okay, once I actually started studying and actually started looking into emotions and, you know, us and stuff like that, like lower vibrations, higher frequencies, energy, because everything is energy, and everything like nothing's solid. Nothing is honestly solid here. We just see it as solid. We have been taught to see it as solid. So when you see people do things like um make things move, make things bend, they just know that it's not solid. They know that everything is made up of tiny, tiny, tiny molecules put together really tightly. Kind of like how we braid hair. When we braid hair, we take we grip three pieces of hair, right? And we braid it into one braid. Now, each piece of the hair we grip is made of a lot of tiny hairs, and we put all those tiny hairs together to make that one piece. And then we braid the three pieces together to make an even stronger piece. And that's kind of like how our reality is when it comes to the little particles. And you know what I'm saying? They take pieces together to make them stronger. And then that's what we see as solid. And that's why when some people brain and some people understand that, or some people were born with that gift to be able to do that. I was never able to do that. I was never able to move stuff. See, that was not that wasn't part of my gift, you know what I'm saying? That's not at all. My gift is like the gift of discernment. I'm able to, I don't know. I could find a broken person in the crowd of like you could put me in a crowd and I could find somebody going through something. I'm telling you. That'd be the person I gravitate to. And I could tell a lot of things. And I know what people are thinking sometimes. Most of the time. Sometimes I'm just in denial and I second guess myself a lot. And sometimes I already know what's gonna happen. That's me. That's my gift. My gift is pretty much more with people and that with actual objects itself. I'm come from a healing kind of family. I could do that too. But, everybody doubts themselves. So, this whole CERN hell. Well, y'all know I'm not going to stay on topic because, first of all, this is morning thoughts. These are things that are fresh on my mind early in the morning. When I sleep, I meditate, and then I wake up, and so many things come flooded in my mind, and then it's like by the time I get up, get dressed, and everything else, I forgot it. So I was like, well, why don't I just do a morning thoughts and just talk about some of these things that come to my mind right as soon as I wake up. And y'all know I get up at 4 a.m. every morning. And the first thing I do is I say thank you to God and I tell him how grateful I am that God is with me and my children, my grandbabies, and then I thank my angels because I love them so much and they do so much. And I thank my ancestors and the people that came before me because I am so grateful for them as well. All of them look over me, me and my children and my grandbabies, and I am so grateful that they do. And I then my mind just gets to wandering. But no, you know how they was like the man who wrote about hell in the Bible literally lived next to a volcano, like an active one at that. So, my good man's was getting inspiration for that. And then look, what's interesting is in the Bible they tell us we have to die to get our heaven. And a lot of people like, why we gotta die to get our heaven? Our heaven, everybody else have their heaven here. You know, I don't think people understand what death is. And the people that do understand that you can die and come back, you can come back. Um, I think those are the ones that try to create, because you gotta understand. Well, I was gonna say try to create as much generational wealth, because you gotta understand that back when they was pillaging and taking things from you know different um races around the world, they were taking and snatching their religions. They were learning or forcing them to teach them their ways, so they know a lot of the secrets, a lot of the ancient secrets. And that's what these little secret schools do. That's what they teach. That's what Jesus learned in the secret school was the ancient art. So I think it's really weird. Well, it's not even weird. I just think it's interesting that Christians, they know the Bible, but they don't listen to the actual history. Jesus was a kid. He grew up and then he went to the secret school to learn the ancient religion. Like he had a whole mentor and everything. And then my man's came out turning water into wine and walking on water and all that because he was an illusionist. He came out being able to make demons come out of a man. Now let's think about this. First of all, it is possible. Exorcisms are real. Exorcisms are real. And I say that because just like I have angels, I have my ancestors, there are spirits, bro. There are things here that we cannot see, hear, and or touch. Well, most of y'all cannot. I be feeling them things as soon as they come in the door. um there are things here that we can't see, hear, or touch. And some of them all have malicious intent. You know what I'm saying? They all not here for a good, you know what I'm saying? Some of them be like YOLO. But I mean, they not live. We live. They just be like, you only live in a human once. They try to do it over and over and over again. And you know what I'm saying? You gotta tell them, now you got to go, bro. You can't stay here. Just like you do a regular, you know what I'm saying? It depends on what it is. Because if it's just like a spirit of somebody that was here, most likely they're angriest. I don't know what. Because y'all gotta understand, I'm going to full circle back to the whole low vibrational and emotions and stuff. And you gotta understand them emotions. Once you let those emotions turn into a personality, and it's not that simple because it takes a while for an emotion to turn into your personality. That's bad. And that can mess your energy up to the point that you don't even elevate after death. And so when they try to tell you that, oh, when you die you're gonna go to heaven, that be BS. Because not everybody's vibration is gonna be high enough to elevate. And don't get me wrong, the Bible does have some nice points in there to help you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like they took, okay, the Bible is like it's like they took their teachings from the secret society. Okay, how can I put it? Okay, the Bible is like they took their teachings from level 1 alchemy for children, and then they put a story to it because it's for children. It's like a storybook, level 1. Like, you'll never get past level 1. And then not only that, but they took out the parts where you have to grow yourself and you have to build your own inner powers. And then they replaced that with giving the man Jesus all of your power as a human. So instead of you living your whole life trying to become a good person so you yourself could go to the next level, you spend your whole life giving all of your power and to a man. And he was a man, you know that, right? You know what Lord means. When you say Lord and Savior, you know what Lord means. Lord is a man. You guys gotta really listen to the things that y'all say. But again, I do not believe in telling people not to worship whatever they worship. I don't believe in that because it's the people that put the energy behind the objects and behind the people. And there is power in Jesus' name. There is power in Jesus' name. And that is because there has been power put into Jesus' name. And I don't think that they expected for his name to get so powerful. And therefore, that's why they're trying to turn people away from putting the power in the name of Jesus. Y'all got to understand the agenda is for us to not be powerful. The agenda is for us to not see our power. And people saw how powerful the name of Jesus is, especially the real believers. You know what I'm saying? I want to say this. I don't want to offend nobody. I don't even know how I could offend anybody. So I'm not talking about nobody, but I'm just saying this. But people might get triggered, okay? So trigger warning. Please, I'm not speaking to nobody. But I want to tell somebody. I want to tell y'all some things. Because it be some Christians, it be some Christians walking around, right? I can't even call them Christians. I call them wishkins. They be walking around and they be really like messy. Y'all know how people in the church can be. They could be really messy. And I mean, not just messy in a church, but messy in their real life. Like they could be real terrible human beings. And then they like to say, "Oh, God got me." No. I would like to be the first one to tell you, if nobody has ever tell you, yes, God is there with you, but them demons got you, sir. You know, I'm a spiritual person. I'm a long time ago. I used to call myself a witch. No, I'm not a witch. I'm not. That's just in the world, they like you have to label yourself something. It's like you have to be labeled something. No, I'm not a witch. You know what I'm saying? Can I do witchly things? I mean, I know a few things, but I'm not a witch. But one thing I do know is that when you are more surrounded by demons than you are angels, if somebody wanted to send a spell to you, it's getting through. It's getting through. So I really, if you are in nowadays, I'm seeing a whole lot of these quote unquote witches popping up. A lot of people are doing spells on people, and I'm telling you, like I told you guys in my story time, was it my story? Yeah, my story time that I did on my other channel. Somebody was doing something and wishing bad on me because y'all do not know how powerful intent is, when especially if it's behind emotions. So if somebody is wishing having bad intent on you, it really affects you, and it mostly affects your dreams. um what am I to say? And so it's a lot of people that walk around, they say, "Oh, I'm Christian, I'm protected." No, you know, you just as messy as them demons. There are demons surrounding you. And if the right person puts that right, say the right couple of words, burn, you know what I'm saying, and know the right um people on the other side, they're gonna get you. Stop dancing, stop dancing with the devil and thinking that God gonna protect you when he step on your toe. Don't do that. Don't be a Christian that's not really a Christian and think that you can go up against somebody that is a seasoned professional. Um, oh shoot, it was on my the tip of my, well, witch. I'll just say witch because that's what y'all know. Because I'm telling you, I don't know about back then, but the spiritual people now understand. They understand. I know I understand. I understand the balance. Because I used to always just want to be good. I just want to be good. Like, no, no, let me stop lying. At first, I was bad. I gave in to everything. Look, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. Because it's morning time and you know, it's my morning thoughts. I had demons, man. Bad energy, low vibrations, horrible emotions. We can call them whatever you want to call them. I'm calling them demons because I'm going with the whole Christian theme. I had demons. I had a few of them, and I did not mind. I mean, I didn't mind. You know what I'm saying? I was wild. I was wild. I was crazy. I was unpredictable. Yeah, I did. I was. I wasn't the one. And I'm gonna tell y'all a story. I never forget when I decided I didn't want to be like that no more. But what's wild was when you think them stories is fake, like when people be dealing with demons and they get all extra strong and they get it. I was really like that. I was really like that. And those stories ain't fake, brother. This shit's real. But it got bad. And I was like, I don't want to be like this no more. I don't want to be like this no more. And I was cleaning up my house one day, and I remember hearing somebody whisper in my ear, "You gonna miss us?" And that's when I knew Ish was real. I knew Ish was real. So I laid in my bed. I'm so, look, I got a praying mother. You heard me. And so I was laying in my bed one night, and I just was like, well, let me see what's going on. I was like, well, what's your name? I'm talking to myself because I'm like, you know, and it was just a whole thing. But I fought my demons. I battled them. It was hard. It was the worst battle I've ever been in my life. Like, it was bad. And I try to tell people, don't play with that. Don't play with that. Don't play with that stuff because it's not a joke, bruh. The shit is not a joke. I was getting, like, it was it was real. I was getting attacked in my sleep. It was real. It was real. Y'all don't play with that. And it's like people, I be seeing people talking about, oh, you know what I'm saying? I talked to this person and I talked to that person and I want to practice hoodoo and voodoo. And no, no, no. No offense, but especially the Caucasians. They be like, I want to practice hoodoo. And first of all, you got to be, okay. A lot of Christians don't understand. They already practice hoodoo. You already practice hoodoo, especially if you're black. If you're black, you've been practicing hoodoo your whole life. I'm sorry to tell you, black eyed peas in the beginning, in the first year, and greens for good luck hoodoo. Um, those herbs that we use, hoodoo. Hoodoo is using herbs and stuff from the earth to help heal you and prevent illnesses. You know what I'm saying? Did you even know that keeping the light on your stove is it's a part of hoodoo? Because a lot of times, well, not a lot of times, but sometimes you leave your body when you sleep. And back in the day, they used to burn a candle so their soul would know where to come back to. And guess what that transformed into? It transformed into turning on the kitchen light. Cause you keep your kitchen light on. I know in the hood it's because when you walk in the kitchen you don't want to see the roaches. I know, I know. I've been there. I've been there years ago. I have been there. And you don't even want to go in your kitchen at night. Like, man, fuck it, I ain't eating. You be on a you be on a whole night. What's that? You be on what, a 7, 8, 9? I'm gonna say 10-hour fast. 10-hour fast, or even 12 hours, and the sun go down, the sun come up, because they be gang banging in your kitchen. Look, I grew up in the hood, raised in the hood, went through my bouts of depression. I'm telling you, I've been through some stuff. I've been through a lot, man. I'm so proud of myself. I've made it out of a lot of stuff. I'm so proud of myself. Okay, so yeah, even turning on the kitchen light is hoodoo. So your soul can find its way back home. Well, yeah, when you leave, when your spirit leaves and it goes to the other realms when you sleep. If you're a traveler, a lot of you guys are travelers, and you just be thinking their dreams. You're like, whoa, that was a weird dream, or that was man. I traveled to last night. I went different places. I really look. This is really an experience. This human experience is a real serious experience. This is really weird. But I like it. I love this human experience. And I'm starting to understand it a little bit more. I'm starting to get it a little bit more. But however, one thing that we do have to do is we do have to raise up to the next frequency. We do have to, you know, we have to raise our vibrations. And we do that by being good people, by not dealing with these low vibrational entities. 2022, I don't know what happened. I don't know if when they said 3, 2, 1, they just turned on the daggone CERN. I don't know if Betty White was a sacrifice, but it seemed like once she passed away, everybody got angry. And I'm not talking about angry because she died, but angry, period. Y'all got a peep game. Look at YouTube, for example. Everybody was beefing something serious on the first. It was quiet for a while, and then everybody started beefing, bruh. So I don't know, or if what is it, Sidney Poitier? Did he die at the beginning, or did he die like a little afterwards? But I don't know if they opened that, like if they activated that CERN port, because I believe the CERN portal, like going back to the CERN, I believe that that is to lower dimensions. I don't think the CERN is to higher dimensions. I think they might think it is. I think they might want it to be, but they're messing with dark matter. That's not good. Dark matter is, it could, I don't know. Is that, I don't know. Don't get me lying to you good people. My mind is still on morning mode. But yeah, they're messing with dark matter. It's like they're gonna end up making a black hole. And did you notice that CERN has Shiva outside of the building? I believe Shiva kills, she's the killer of men, first of all. I don't think, being as though most of those scientists are men, I, sometimes I want to believe they know what they're doing, but I don't know if they know what they're doing. Because honestly, if the gods that, okay, first of all, let's talk about a lot of these ancient deities. They were not Caucasian. And if they were to come back, mm, I think that's okay. Hear me out. Just another trigger warning. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I think that's why a lot of these billionaires are marrying black women. I think that's why they want to mix so bad, because they know that if the spirit of these ancients come back, and I think also that's why they're trying to suppress and kill the black race so much, because of one of these, and they indoctrinate them once, like as soon as you come out, you get indoctrinated at 4 years old. You're in school. But if the spirit of one of these, if of these ancients come back, yeah, it's going to be a problem. I believe that they probably have already came, and that's why they implemented what they have been implementing to mess with, the D's of the, our strands, so that more people will get punished and messed up that is really supposed to, more people than is supposed to. But once the spirit of these ancients come back, and honestly, I can't say they haven't. I can't say they haven't been coming back, because the veil been getting really, really fucking thin. The veil has been getting really thin. And people have been seeing them. people saw that city in the sky. People are starting to see the other realms, the other dang, I just said the word dimensions, you know? I don't know. Like, and I do believe that some souls have a choice because I do believe I chose to come back here. I believe I chose to come back here. I believe I chose to try to turn people and keep people on the right path. I believe I chose to try, to save a few souls. And then I got attacked. When I tell you, then that's another thing. For some, like when people, that's why the people, if you ever talk, I always loved hood dudes. People in the hood, they were so smart. People in the hood are so smart. Hood dudes are smart. Not all of them. Not all of them. But there's some diamond in the rough. They are so intelligent. And I do believe when souls come back, they don't come back to no rich and powerful family. They come back to hood people. Because that's where the people need help. Of course, if you're a soul and you go and you're coming back to help people, you're gonna go where the worst of the worst is. Even the Bible tells you that. You know what I'm saying? But let's get back to the Bible. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all going, but it's just some things that I just never understood. All right, think about the story of Jesus. He walked amongst the poorest people, helping the poorest people out, and he sat with the kings, right? And maybe my brother can correct me. I don't know. That's why I always talk to my brother about these things. And he sat with the kings and stuff, right? And what was they trying to like convince him? Look, man, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? But my thing is when he went to that secret school, like you gotta understand, when he went to that secret school, bruh, then they say he was a carpenter. His dad or somebody with Joseph. I don't know. Well, what if he wasn't? What if he was a mason? What if a carpenter back then is what a mason is now? Y'all ever think of that? Because masons, people that work with stones, and isn't a carpenter someone who like works with wood? So what if a mason is nothing but a carpenter because they evolved? So he came out, right, and he went around spreading. He didn't, but see, the thing is, he didn't teach the people what he learned in that school, or did he? And that's why they killed him. Did they kill Jesus because he was giving away the secrets? Y'all gotta understand how far back this goes. Y'all think that this whole Illuminati thing started yesterday? No, bro. Hitler was part of that, bro. Hitler was part. He was with the shits. Why do you think the Rothschilds, they funded some of that? Hitler was with the shits. You see white supremacists, they don't like Jews. And why? How can you be a white supremacist that thumped the Bible and not even like Jesus? Like Jesus was supposed to be a whole Jew. Like, come on. Like what do I can't get it. I can't get it. And do you know that in white supremacy, their whole mission is to protect the white woman? I forgot, but if you see somebody with the letters 13, 13, is it 13 or 14? 14, I believe. 1444. like in their screen name or in their name, most likely they're a white supremacist because it stands for the first 14 words of the white supremacy code, which basically boils down to protect the Aryan race and the white woman. And then the 44 different laws or something like that. Don't look it up. Look it up. Cause I'm not even I'm just I got my head on the pillow still. What time is it? But yeah, so I don't understand. Like you but okay, if you look at TikTok, if you look at everything, you see how they whitewashed history because they're still doing it. They're calling a glizzy a hot dog. So go ahead, have these little Caucasian kids going into the hood, and a black person say they about to pull out their glizzy and have the person look. You done got kids killed. Y'all be doing it. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. My kids know. Look, glizzy is not a hot dog, baby. Glizzy is a gun. A glizzy is a gun. If you're around a group of black people and someone says they're gonna pull out a glizzy, you leave. I don't care if you even standing in front of a hot dog stand. You leave. You no longer want to be around that. You do not want to associate yourself with not near group over there. Shoot, you crazy. We got laws here. You don't just change words and think, oh, speaking of that, have y'all looked up the definition of racism? I don't even know if I can look it up on here and not mess this up. Let me see. I wonder something. Hold on, you guys. Told y'all. All right, let me see if I can do it on here. Let me see. I'm trying. Hold on. Let me see. I don't think I can. I don't know if I can. 'Cause I'm on my cell phone, so I don't know if I can add or if I can share the screen. I don't see where it tells me I can share it. I should be able to. I thought I've done it before. Oh, it's at the bottom. Hmm. Oh, I can share slides and video. I can share slides and video. I don't think I can share the screen on my cellular phone. Or does that say share screen? I can't see the bottom. It don't go. How you don't even go all the way down there? Let me see something. Cause I want y'all to see this. Oh, I can share screen, but it's cutting up. It's cutting up. It won't let me. All right, let me see. Let me just. I'm gonna read it to you. Because I don't think y'all understand how whitewashed they're trying to do this. Hold on, let me go back. Definition of racism: prejudice against or antagonistic towards a person or people based on their membership in a particular racial group or ethnic group, typically one that is a minority or marginalized. A person who is prejudiced against or that's pretty much saying racist. They say, hold on, they're saying a person who is prejudiced against or antagonistic towards a people, towards a person or people on the basis of their membership. I hope y'all could hear me. But the definition is pretty much a person who is prejudiced against a person or people based on their membership in I believe it said a membership in a race. Hold on. Oh, in a particular ethnic group based on their membership in a particular ethnic group. Bruh, that was not the definition of race. You see how they changed stuff? The definition of racist was usually a person who showed hatred towards a person or systematic. That's what it was. Systematic prejudice. It was a systematic thing. Racism used to be a systematic discrimination against a group of individuals due to the color of their skin. That was the definition of racism. Now it is because they're a member. So I can become a member of an ethnic group now. That ain't even got how you got racism and ain't got nothing about race in the definition. You see how things change? You see how they change stuff? They trying to take the Civil War out of school. They trying to take the civil rights movement out of school because it make white people look bad. And guess who's doing that? The white woman. I'm not. I'm just saying. And honestly, I believe they know their power too. I believe they know this. Not all of them. I'm not saying all of them, but it's a nice majority of white women that know that they're the staple of white supremacy. And if you don't believe it, look it up. And I think they use that power. I believe they use that power everywhere they can. Why do you think that when they cry their tears, white men come running? And now it's to the point where black men come running. And that's sad. That's really, really sad. That's real sad when people just self-hate like that. It really don't bother me. People like, black woman this, black woman that. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That got something to do with you and your issues with your mama or whomever. Don't project that on me. I keep myself right on over here. But anyway, but yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot going on spiritually in this world. It's a lot of spiritual battles. People fight spiritual battles every day. Because a lot of these battles that we think aren't spiritual, they're spiritual. There's a lot of people just don't get that yet. And the thing is that so many of us grew up Christian in the church. The church should have had us for real prepared for this. So, because I don't understand why so many people from the church don't see what's going. You know what? That's a lie. I think a lot of people from the church see what's going on. I just don't think they understand to what level it is. Or they are. Maybe they are. Because the church is an organization. That's why they don't pay taxes. They're a government organization. Churches. The Black Baptist Church. It's a government organization. Hmm. Y'all need to let that sink in. They don't pay taxes. The money you donate, it's a cycle, man. The money that's donated to the church. This is how it was back in the day. Way back in the day. We had a church. Black people had a church, right? And we would all donate our money. And this is where it first came from my understanding, tithes and stuff. We would all donate our money to the church, and they would they would purchase, or the people already owned the land around the church, and the money that everybody got together and gave the church, because back in the day the church was like also like the bank. That was way back. The church was also kind of like the bank. Well, it wasn't that far back, but it was back far enough. And everybody would give the money to the church, and the church would just make sure that everybody had what they needed in the community. The church literally took care of the community. And if they didn't own the land, they would buy the land so that the people in the community always had a home. Now it got to the point where churches don't even want to be in their community no more. They want to have the biggest church, and you give your money to them just so they could leave you, like, and roll out. And not all churches are like that, but the majority of them are. That's sad, because as a community, as a people, you look at our generation that's coming up, and we failed them. Like we did. We did. We messed up. We messed up. We're the older generation. We really got to start. I don't know. I know I take accountability for the mistakes that I've made. It's time for us to start taking accountability as a whole. Black men shouldn't be sitting up here putting down black women. Like, where's the accountability? Black women shouldn't be sitting up here putting down black men. Where's the accountability? What part did you play? Like, what part do you play? That's so bitter. Like, I mean, looking at it from a different perspective, that's so bitter. Like, I don't know if I'm the only person that sees that that really comes from a place that has nothing to do with me. Like when I watch black men sit up there and put black women down and say, y'all ain't shit, y'all ain't this, y'all ain't that. Am I the only black woman that look and just be like, dang, man, he messed up? Like personally, like in his heart, he's really messed up. Like, dang. You know, I want to feel bad, but at the same time, I don't, cause them be the same Negroes that that hold their hand up for help, and as soon as you reach down to help them, they pulling you down with them. But yeah, that mess don't affect me. It don't apply. Let it fly. Some people just want to find the wrong in people, no matter how much right they do. No matter how much right you do, they're going to try to find the wrong in you. And so when you live your life, you have to live your life for you. You have to live your life so at the end of the day, you are happy and you're proud of yourself. And you're the better person today that you were yesterday. Because everybody in the world, they're not going to cheer you on. Most of the people really want to see you mess up. They really want to see you trip and fall. You got to surround yourself with people that are going to just feed you positivity, feed you growth. You want to be around people that are going to make you become a better you and not be content with you being a fucked up ass individual. But it's 5 o'clock. I'm about to finish with my the rest of my morning. I might I have to look through the news and see what's going on in the news and read y'all off what's going on in behind the scenes and stuff like that. So y'all have a blessed day. And remember, this was pre-recorded. I started this recording at 4 o'clock. This isn't live. This is my morning thoughts. So y'all have a blessed day.